This is Paul Stevenson, and I want to welcome you to the Strategic Mortgage Default System video series. This is video 6 in the series, where we will be talking about the most likely solutions to pursue if you do in fact stop paying your mortgage in a strategic default. We talked last video about the workout process where the bank agrees to let you pursue a solution that will put an end to the situation for both parties. The three most typical results you'll find if you're working on a workout are: first, the short sale. This is where you sell your house for less than you owe, the bank forgives the rest of the debt or expects you to pay part of the deficiency, and you both go your separate ways. Second is the deed in lieu of foreclosure, which is where the bank agrees to take the house back from you, forgive the debt deficiency, and get it over with quickly for both parties. And finally, there's full foreclosure, which happens when either the first two alternatives don't work out or you simply don't pursue them and the bank goes straight to the full foreclosure process. In a short sale, as I said, the bank agrees to let you seek a buyer for less than what you owe. It may either put a price up front that is the minimum that it's willing to accept, or it may not and just wait to see what kind of offers you can bring. If in fact you can find a serious offer, the bank will either approve or disapprove the offer depending on how the price is. And one of the ways that it may conditionally approve the offer is that it may ask you to contribute out of your own pocket some of the shortfall between the offer and the amount that you owe. The main point of the short sale is that you want to have the house sold, you want to have the bank sign off that the mortgage is satisfied and you're not liable for any remaining deficiency. In other words, you're free and clear and it's a done deal. Another alternative that sometimes is available with the bank is the deed in lieu of foreclosure. Typically what people are talking about when they say they want to mail the keys back to the bank is the deed in lieu of foreclosure, though they may not know that that's what they're talking about. It's basically an agreement where you're saying, I'll save you the time and expense of pursuing the foreclosure against me, and I'll give you the house right now in mint condition if you agree to let me off the hook on the debt and just get this over with for both parties. You never know if the bank will accept this, and there's definitely a formal legal process that must be followed, so you want to have an attorney on your team if you're pursuing a deed in lieu of foreclosure, because you absolutely want to be sure that the final paperwork absolves you of any liability for the mortgage. Finally, if you've tried to pursue one of the first two or perhaps both solutions and not succeeded, or if you just never tried because you didn't want to, there's full foreclosure. The thing about a foreclosure is, once you are foreclosed upon and the bank takes the house back, you may still be liable for the mortgage deficiency, so the bank may be able to pursue a judgment against you in the future. This varies depending on the state, the type of mortgage, and some other technical factors, so you want to be sure to understand that just letting the bank foreclose on you doesn't mean that you're necessarily free and clear of any future liability. One benefit of foreclosure is that you may be able to live in your house for free for months or even years while the foreclosure process is grinding forward to eventually reach its conclusion. So it could be a way to save a lot of money, and it is a strategy that some people are using as one type of strategic default. You might want to be aware that some people consider foreclosure to be worse for your credit than the other alternatives that you have available, though in reality, this may be only marginally true. It's something you may want to think about. I've just given you a brief overview of these solutions today in this video, and if you want more detail on them and if you'd like to purchase my Strategic Mortgage Default System, please visit my website, www.strategicloandefault.com.